interviewing Rosemary Crosby and McDonald Center. What is the job of the Abby Mac?
Our job is to try and help anyone who can't speak, people who could hear, who were not deaf but who couldn't speak, who needs to use a device like the one that you're using now, which translates typed words into speech. And we see children as young as 2 and adults in their 90s. And our goal is to enable people to communicate as fluently as they can, whatever technique or technology suits them best. Over the years, we've probably seen about 3,000 people. Every year, we usually see about 200 people for multiple appointments. Our services are free. People make a donation if they want to. And there's nothing else like us in the state. There are private therapists, of course. There are agencies that provide services for particular groups of people. And there's Comtech, which has a wonderful range of communication equipment, but it does assessments. It doesn't provide ongoing therapy. So you end up with a communication aid but don't know how to use it. So the people who come to us typically come without any means of communication at all. So we may be seeing an 18-year-old young man who's never had a way of saying anything more complex than that he wants something to eat. And we're trying to help him to be able to say a lot more than that.
Can you tell me a bit about Anne?
Anne had severe cerebral palsy, and when I met her, she was living in an institution for children believed to be profoundly intellectually impaired. She couldn't walk or talk. She hadn't ever had any therapy. She didn't have a wheelchair. When she was 16 years old, she literally, and I am not making this up, weighed 12 kilos. I started to work with her to try and find a simple means of communication for her, because I thought that simple was what it was about. But Anne ended up learning to read and learning to spell, fought her way out of the institution by taking action in the Supreme Court, and went on to graduate university. We named the centre after Anne when she died in 2010.
Did you ever receive government funding?
Yes, we started with government funding that enabled us to offer a totally free service, because that gave us the money to pay the therapists and the rent and all of the costs. Unfortunately, it stopped very suddenly when Jeff Kennett came into power in Victoria in 1992, late in 1992.
How can people support or donate to